Today is September 1st, and today's quote is entitled, "You can be right or you can be happy." Resentment is about you being right. As long as you need to be right, you will find it difficult to completely forgive. When you continue to tell others how wrong your offender was, you not only keep your resentment alive, but you intensify it. When it comes to forgiving, being right is wrong. So, Lord Chaitanya had said, heart is the most sacred place. And the heart has to be pure in order for Krishna to live in the heart. And so, to hold on to resentment means to keep something toxic within the heart, to contaminate that sacred place. And so, what's the price? Well, in this case, the price would be being right. You get to be right. Okay, so you get to be right, and that means you get to prove your offender wrong. But the price of that is that you have to live with the resentment. So sometimes it's said, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? Because being right isn't always right. And sometimes you can try to prove yourself right, and maybe you are right, and in doing so, you create more problems for yourself or you create more problems for others. In this case, we're talking about creating problems for yourself. Oftentimes, to prove yourself right, then you may do it at the cost of holding on to your resentment. So your resentment is your reward for being right. And so then you carry around the toxicity of revenge, of blame, and then, as we said in this quotation for today, you also carry around the tendency to tell other people how bad your offender was, or how bad your offender is still. And when you do that, it simply arouses the resentment, it magnifies it, it intensifies it, it puts salt on the wound. So if being right does all that, then I think we have to admit that's wrong. And just because somebody was wrong and you were right, your reaction to it can be wrong. Because Prabhupada said the first duty of a Brahmana, or the first duty of someone who's performing austerity, is to forgive. And the very concept of forgiving means that sometimes you have to forgive someone for doing something wrong. And you were not wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. But you have to not hold it against them that they did something wrong, but allow them to be freed of your own revenge. And that is really a gift that you give to yourself. You imprison yourself by your resentment. You set yourself free. If you want to hold on to justice and being right, there's a big price to pay. So we should always remember the heart is a sacred place, and no matter what the justification, we don't want to allow contamination like resentment, grudges, hatred, and anger sit in our heart, because it is said nothing or no person can sit in your heart without you paying a price. There's a price you pay for allowing someone to sit in your heart.